Hi, hello friends. This is yours Dr. R. Purnima Rani, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Mother Teresa Women's University. Today we are going to discuss about contract costing. This type of contract costing is almost followed by the large organizations which are having specific order for a long period of time, maximum for the period of 1 year. This contract costing, in each contract it will be ascertained as a cost unit. For each contract we have to allocate separate contract costing account. This contract costing, almost all labor cost will be treated as the direct cost only. For example, electricity, telephone, insurance, etc. will also be treated as the direct cost. So in this contract costing, we have to take all direct materials, direct expenses, supervision cost, subcontract costing in the debit side of the contract costing account. And also those indirect costs which are having the small relationship with direct cost will also be debited here. In the credit side of the process costing account, if there is any transfer of plant and machineries from one contract to other contract costing, this will be credited. And also we have to credit mainly the contract price in the credit side of the contract costing account. In this contract costing, we are having the notional profit. What is this notional profit? Notional profit is the difference between certified work in progress and not certified work in progress. The difference between these two is known as the notional profit. For example, if we are having the value of work certified, take that. Add the value of work not satisfied. From this list the total work completion by you. This is known as the notional profit. And the next one is the estimated profit. The estimated profit is the excess amount of contract with the estimated amount of contract. The gap between these two things is known as the estimated profit. For example, take total price of the contract. Less it with the amount spent by you for the contract and less the additional cost to be incurred by you for the contract. Then the balancing figure is known as balancing figure, or the remaining amount is known as the estimated profit. In this contract costing, we have to identify the work completion, that is the certified work. So there is format for this, procedure for this. If there is only 25% of the work completed in a contract, we have to use this formula, notional profit into 1 by 3, notional profit into 1 by 3 into cash received divided by work certified. If the completion of the project is more than 25% but up to 50%, then the formula will be notional profit into 2 by 3 into cash received divided by the work certified. If the completion of the project is up to 90%, the same procedure will be followed by you. 50% to 90%, the same procedure will be followed by you. For the estimation amount of profit, estimated profit into work certified divided by the contract price, you will be getting the estimated profit account. So for this process costing, we have to debit all the direct cost and also some of the indirect cost also which are having the relationship with the direct cost. We can debit depreciation of plant and machineries also in the debit side of the contract costing. In the credit side, we have to take the transfer of plant and machineries and the contract price. So the balancing figure will be the profit and adjusted profit and loss account. If the project is not completed, if the contract is not completed here, we have to take only the part of the profit, and the other part of the profit will be transferred to the reserve account. Thank you, friends. I thought you would have understood the procedure for contract costing. Thank you.